we went to Bombay, and we all got off at Bombay and went to Colaba Barracks. And we were so knackered, we fell on these charpoys, that's rope beds. And in the morning, about 2 or 3 hours after we, because didn't even bother to get undressed, we was covered in bugs all around the wrist and that, you know. We had all go and be deloused. Yes. And then one day we full marching order at Bombay, and we go down to the docks, and there's this great big American liner. Of course I find this out afterwards, but she was called Miss America, and she was a cruise ship, and they stripped her out like, but she was beautiful, and they called her the USS West Point. And now we set sail again, and we're having lectures about the Japanese, they can't see, they all wear glasses. Anyway, I didn't know where we were going, but we were the lead ship, and I can tell you now because I know now, but when we were there we didn't know. And we went through the Straits of Sumatra and Jakarta, and we went in single file, and the USS West Point was the leading ship. And then there was the cruiser Exeter, and behind that was about 5 capital ships. The Wakefield, that was American line. And when we get up, we're in Singapore. So Singapore, I mean, that's one of our biggest things. So we come up like this in a long line, and then it went off to just like that. And we was the lead ship, so we went round and we was this way. And I jumped the gun, because before we got to Singapore, this airplane flew over the top, and he circled, and he flew away again, and then he came back, and he dropped 2 bombs. He tried to hit the Exeter because he wanted to, I suppose he, well, no, it was a Japanese hero that flew, and he missed it, but they dropped each side of the Exeter. So now we land up in Singapore, and we got all full kit ready to get off, and bloke that was in our room like and that, he said, the Major's gone ashore, he said, I don't know what's wrong. So when he come back over the tannoy, it said the following regiments wait further instructions, and then we waited like, and everybody behind us, all these troops in these 5 other ships, was all getting off, and we didn't, because it said over the tannoy we weren't going to get off, but when we got there to Singapore, it was me and another bloke was told to go to the bottom of the gangplank and check all the coolies' passports and that, you know, to get on the ship, because they unloaded it in with derricks, like in big rope things. And when they coolies come by and went on the ship, we checked them, me and another bloke, and the bottom of the gangway, and they went up and they started to unload the ship, like in the nets, and then the air raid siren went, and they come down that gangway. We couldn't check them all. And then after that, we're not going to get off again now. So all the women personnel on the island, because they had a bloody good life out there, you know, and all the women and children under 18, they had to get off the island, and all their husbands and that, anybody over 18 had to stop. And all these women, like, they come onto the ship, like the West Point, and we were told to help them with their luggage and that, because they quite a few good compartments. So they go all in these compartments and that, and when we was told to help them with their luggage and all that, and they was going like, boy, and we reported it, and there was a lady there, and she said, these are British soldiers, and they wish to be respected as such. They're here to help you if you want to be helped. So we helped them, like, and got all their luggage and that on, and then about midnight, the West Point we was on set sail again, and it came through the straits, like where we come from. Now we go into Ceylon, well, it's Sri Lanka now, and we go into Sri Lanka, and all these women and children that was on there, they all got off, and we did ask them where they were going to, and they said a place called Kandy, and that's the last we saw of them. And now we had to go round and help clean the ship up, and after we left, I say Ceylon, but we went back to Bombay where we started.